all the patients in this room, all the feet that you see, they all have COVID. The frustrating thing about all of this is it really just feels like it's too little too late. Like we knew it was coming. Today is kind of getting worse and worse. We had to get a refrigerated truck to store the bodies of patients who are dying. We are right now scrambling to try to get a few additional ventilators or even CPAP machines. If we could get CPAP machines, we could free up ventilators for patients who need them. 5 ventilators. Oh my god. We now have these 5 vents. We probably, unless people die, I suspect we'll be back to
I dropped my weed all over
ventilators again in another day or two. There's a mythical 100 vents out there, which we haven't seen. Leaders in various offices, from the president to...
Well, shut up.
Oh my god, I need to stock up my food! Everyone's getting quarantined! Oh my god, I'm gonna die! I need toilet paper! Oh, wipes! Freaking wipes! Oh no! What's going on? Wipe it down! Oh, we need a pineapple! Wipe it down first! Yeah, cheese! Gotta wipe it down first! Okay! Cheese crackers! Wipe them down! Gatorade! Bread! Wipe it down! Alright, time to get toilet paper, because it's the only way to survive this virus. I need toilet paper to survive secure. Okay. No toilet paper, I'm gonna die! Jeez.
5.
We got a lot of stuff in here. Let's finish it paying. What's the...
Your total is 107.68. Please select your payment method or touch return to scan more items.
Okay, so now we're just gonna walk away. Don't be suspicious. I'm just gonna walk away. Oh yeah, free stuff. Everything was 100% off today. Oh my god, I got all this food. I'm never gonna die of quarantine. I'm stocked up. I'm gonna just try a little bit of it. 1 hour later. I ate all the food. It's gone. I'm definitely gonna die from this quarantine. Oh, I'm so bored. There's nothing to do. I can't go outside. I'm gonna die. I got one more can of cheese. I'm gonna go spray it on my dad's face while he's sleeping. Let's go. Oh my god. He's never gonna expect it. He's sleeping. Oh my god, this is perfect. What to do now? Oh, basketball! You! Yeah, I'm so good at basketball. Let me shoot again. Oh, I hate basketball. I thought I was so good. I was making every shot. I don't know what happened.
Bam.
I'm gonna just go on the computer. Let's go on Amazon and look at stuff.
Have you
I
ever
can't
heard
afford.
Shark Puppet, Chuck Man? I'm gonna
Oh
play.
my God! Why is the hand sanitizer so expensive? Oh, I got some hand sanitizer. I'm gonna go sell it. I'm gonna make a stand. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna make all the money, and I'll be able to buy food again. Cleaning supplies $4. Come and get your cleaning supplies.
I really
$4.
like people that
Come
know
and
how to
get
keep
it.
their
We got
humor
gloves, we got
during
bleach,
a
we got hand
crisis.
sanitizer.
That's
We
the
got
greatest thing of
everything.
all
Come
time.
by. You.
That's probably the best quality a
What
person
can I
could
help
have.
you with?
There's a robbery. Give me everything.
Oh,
Always
no,
making
big
someone
Rob,
laugh,
what will I ever do?
no matter
You're
what.
gonna give me everything,
That's
buddy,
great.
or else you got shot.
Big Rob.
Chuck Bam, hang on. I gotta move around.
What are you doing?
Manny Moonraker said I could play his show. I'm gonna play Manny
You're
Moonraker's show.
summoning your people. Oh, that's it. Let me get this
Shark
over.
Pup is a tripped out person.
I am a beautiful man.
I want to play this show. This is a good show. I gotta turn on some lights. Give me a minute, please. I don't know if I should. Scottish music. This is UFO Buster Radio. Replay. Oh, Spartan. Spartan! Ooh! Manny puts on a good show. I like it. This was a good one.
Pandemic. That's what we have. This is episode 3.1
Damn, damn it.
of UFO Buster Radio. UFO news, but there's a lack of that in this
Great
episode. As
show.
a matter of fact, be forewarned. Be forewarned that more than likely there were.
I'll be right
going
back.
to be
I need 5
a
minutes.
connection issue.
I can't chat.
And you can hear there's a lot of noise in the
I hope you
background.
guys are getting
It's
Wi-Fi.
going to be a fantastic show.
I don't know if
One
it's
of the ones
working.
that I'll probably go back and delete, to be honest. Just hit the delete button. Air conditioning is going on. Bugs is situated right behind me. Of course, I've got my super sensitive microphone that picks up every fucking thing. And, wow, there is not a lack of noise in this room right now, besides me. Like, if you could hear that sound right now, that's Bugs. He's grooming himself. I feel like he's a cat. He's
Bugs.
a cat in disguise.
Bugs is cool.
Like he's going to town right now. I wish I could turn around and take a picture and show you guys, but it's not video. It's audio. It's like Memorex. This is number 351, of course, and welcome back. It really is hard to capture anything that has to do with the topic of this podcast because it's all about the pandemic. Yeah, the pandemic is wreaking havoc everywhere. There are no safe places. Like right now, I think Bugs is enjoying himself some COVID-19 right now off his paws because he's been outside. He gives no fucks at all. Shelter in, that's not his deal. And thank goodness, because there'd be a lot of shit all over the place. But hey, that's the way it is. The pandemic it's taking over the world. Everyone's concerned about it, and rightfully so. But because of that, it's very little in the form of UFO stuff. Now, of course, we have the news recent from SpaceX. You got a little bit of that going on, a little action there.
One
We
of my
got some
computers
space news
died.
from the solar system.
Dang it.
Things that make you go, things that we really feel in our heart of hearts, we know that the folks that follow the UFO thing and follow just regular science that have more than just one left nut, they have both. You know, there are a lot of things that people are saying now regarding our solar system. It's elementary. He's not going to stop. But you guys are going to have to listen to Bugs. This whole time back here in the background, going to town on himself. That's what he does. Maybe that's why he gets cross-eyed a lot, and that's why he's a happy guy. He might have just paused a little bit to take a breath. Yeah, but the pandemic just keeps going on. There's just no way around it. And listen, it's some scary shit. No bones about it. It's some scary stuff because, 2.5 weeks ago in the United States, we were laughing at people in Australia because they lost their toilet paper, and now we ain't got any. You've got nothing. It's like maybe the aliens that came to town, came to the planet and decided
my
that we
computer
don't need
took a
their fucking
shit.
water. We don't need
Come
their
on.
gold or their minerals. We need their toilet paper.
Oh
And all that
no.
toilet paper has just disappeared. It's been beamed up somewhere to some planet in some other galaxy because we ain't got any.
One of my computers
Literally.
died.
Something's going down. But what's the conspiracy with the toilet paper? I still don't get
Fucking
it.
ghosts.
I mean, like, you don't get the shits. I haven't seen any reports that anyone that gets COVID-19
Sorry.
gets the shits.
I didn't mean to swear.
So what is the pandemic about?
Sorry.
I have no idea. No idea. Bugs doesn't have any either, but he'll just hang out in the background. So like I said earlier, this podcast might be a little short. Thanks, Bugs. Depending on how much we can get done. Like I said, recently I moved, and so we had a bit of delay because of the pandemic in getting the internet set up.
One of my
So that's why I'm
computers
showing
took
you
a
on
shit.
Wednesday. But got set up super duper fast.
I can't
internet.
chat. I'm
And for
sorry.
the life of God, since Tuesday,
I can't get in the chat room.
it's hit or miss. Really could not get on because
I'm shit out of luck.
the connection just keeps failing. And there's news everywhere that people are overloading the internet. Companies like YouTube and Netflix
They're overloading
are
the
turning
internet.
down the
One of my
quality
computers
their
went
video,
down.
just to save some bandwidth.
Can't believe it.
It's nuts.
It's
Sheltering
nuts.
in has a price. Has a steep price. We're gonna get this podcast started anyway. This particular episode. Hopefully, we don't crash and burn. Play a little track, and then we'll come back for some news.
Chuck Bam, Green Man. I have no chat room. I can't get on it. I don't know how it sounds. I'm sorry. Work in progress. I apologize. Manny was cool enough to say I can share his show. So I'm gonna share the music that he plays. You guys have to deal with it. That's nothing backhanded, Manny. Just a fact of life. Manny picks some cool songs sometimes. I like when he plays Green Man's music. Green Man has some top-notch stuff. I'm sure I'm buffering or you guys can't hear me or whatever, but I'm trying my best. That's all I can do. I'll be right back. I'll fast forward Art Bell, but I'm not gonna fast forward Manny and Goofon. And enjoy it while you can, because once the bar opens up again, I'm not doing this again.
By the way, the guys in the live chat, if you ever want to listen to this thing live, podcast that is, you can go on Spreaker.com. That's where the live chat is at. And you've heard me in other episodes. We usually have the Grand BC, the Blue Chicken, we have Green Man, we have Gooter, Dave, sometimes Ronnie Dawson.
It's not Gooter, by the way.
And,
It's
a bunch of
Gutter.
other guys.
It's Gutter.
Listen, they have a PSA announcement. We have to make that before we get into the news. And the thing is, if you're on the shitter and you have no TP, please don't use T-shirts or socks. But even if you do, don't flush it. If you need to wipe yourself with clothing, it's okay. It's a pandemic. Stuff goes wrong. But don't take the clothing and try to flush it, because it's just not going to work. As a matter of fact, get your posterior covered in all your excrement and jump in the shower or something. Get in the bathtub. Don't flush your T-shirts and stuff. That causes a lot of problems. A lot. I had to laugh. I had a comment on YouTube about me using the F word and how it wasn't used in a mean or angry way. It just flowed. It comes from being born and raised in New York. Like in New York, you can drop the F bomb in like 5 different ways, and only a couple of those are, meant with malice. The rest is like, hey, it's like saying hello. That's where I get it from. That's how I grew up. Those of you from New York, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly where I'm going with that. Others, it takes some time. It takes you some time to kind of catch up. The first article, which is really short. Again, I feel like we're going to have problems on this podcast. SpaceX parachute test failure could further delay crewed flight. There is like a string of bad luck that's happening to SpaceX right now that is unbelievable. It is the weirdest thing, because I actually tweeted, or should I say the UFO bot tweeted on Twitter about the first space flight citizen, going up on the SpaceX nonsense. And, it was an exciting thing to report.
Let me know if you guys see a ghost.
Like a billion times.
I'm trying to
But then we had
capture science here.
On the 24th. Yeah.
Eventually, a ghost will tear down all the
The Crew
follows.
Dragon was having another flight test, and we were testing the parachute, but it failed.
Manny Moonraker.
And why did it fail?
Super
Apparently,
cool.
the helicopter pilot was forced to drop the test vehicle.
I can't read chat. I'm sorry.
Really early.
I'm not
For some
reading
reason,
chat
he freaked
tonight.
out. I don't know what it is. Maybe
If
somebody
anybody
walked
talks
in his ear
smack,
and he freaked out, and it was pandemic time.
I trust
So
my wrenches.
everything went to hell in a handbasket. But that forced the vehicle to drop early, so things became extremely unstable.
I'm not chatting.
And
I don't want to chat.
unfortunately, that reason it failed. Because the Crew Dragon did not reach the target conditions.
Manny and Rich are much better talkers than I am.
And according to SpaceX, it was we didn't reach the parabolic arc for this particular test. So since this thing got dropped early because of the pandemic, you can just every time something fucks up, just blame COVID-19. I'm sure in the back of their mind, that's what they're thinking.
COVID.
Yeah, and actually, shit, I'm not even lying. I'm telling you right now, this article, which is linked in the.
I'm just listening. I'm not chatting.
Gadget,
I don't want to chat.
actually says, and I quote, "It wouldn't be surprising if the COVID-19
I'm looking for
pandemic
ghosts.
complicated the situation." Huh.
And
Well, there
plus,
you
I'm
go.
pissed. One of my computers took a shit.
Now they still expect to get back on it, but officially, the demo mission for the Crew Dragon, which was supposed to be happening in May, may not happen. But hey, we can blame everything. Come on, let's write them a check for like $5 billion from the government, and let's get a better pilot up there to drop the damn thing. It's not afraid. Maybe someone who's immune to the pandemic, and get this test done right so we can get that Crew Dragon up in space with the test dummy in it.
Manny.
Really, that's what they want to do, right? That's what they're aiming for in May. Get one of those, and I think there was 2 astronauts that were
So cool.
back in December around there. They had in some news conferences about
Thank you.
Crew Dragon getting back on target. Those guys that look kind of scared. Those guys.
I
Yeah.
can't see chat, so
think
I
one
don't
of them
care.
is
You
going
guys
to
say
be the
whatever
first
you
test dummy
want.
to go up. And again, brave
Who
people.
cares?
But hey, that's their calling. That's what they want to do. Scary as shit because they can't seem to get none of this shit right. Like I would hate to be the first person, the first human to actually step foot on the damn rocket.
All the
Like,
fucking
I
fans
would
are
be
kicking
scared
in right
shitless.
now. I'm
Like,
sorry.
you don't even need the pandemic. You don't even need there to be no toilet paper. I'm telling you, the first
getting
person that
warmer
gets
in
on the
Chicago.
Starship, whatever fucking version it is, they're going to be shitting themselves. You'll just see the trail. Give them a pair of socks and some old T-shirts and let them get on the Starship because it's going to be fucked up. I don't know. They've had like a lot of bad luck, to be honest. But hopefully Elon, he's one of those guys that just treads forward and really doesn't stop. So
3.28
we'll see
million
what
filed for
I think he might be
unemployment
able to
last
come
week.
back.
Most
A little
in
bit of
history.
distraction, but people, trying to say,
Just
well,
wait
he
till
actually
next
said he
week.
opened his big fucking mouth. Talking about he's going to do respirators. Forget about that. Let's get back to space. The pandemic is everywhere. Even the man with the biggest constellation of satellites in space should not worry about the pandemic.
What do you think's
right
going to
now.
happen when you close
Gotta
down
focus
all the
on
businesses?
This whole
Give me a
space thing
break.
here because the stocks are in the shitter and the company keeps fucking up. So we got to get this together. Let's get together and get back.
Shut it
Right.
down and pay
The way,
everybody
things
a
should be
universal
for
basic
SpaceX.
income
Eventually, we got to get the fuck out of
whatever
here.
time it takes
There was another story.
to get a
We're talking
vaccine,
about the pandemic. And maybe
or
this is
let the
why
herd
Elon's
go
in a
back
rush
to
get the
work.
fuck off the planet.
Your
Because there's a
choice.
story that Sylvia Brown, in one of her last books that was published in
3
2008,
people on
that
CNN.
apparently she predicted sometime around 2020,
Nice glasses, dork.
respiratory virus devastating the planet, disappearing, and reemerging in 10 years. I think Elon is trying to get the fuck off the planet within that 10 years. He probably was a big fan of Sylvia Brown. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably what he's trying to do.
I cannot see chat. I'm not even going to look at chat. You guys chat away. I made the chat room just for you guys. I don't give a shit. I hope somebody's chatting. I'm not even looking. Somebody hit me up on Discord, though, if PBR jumps in. Please.
Hold me down, I need to rest. Your body talks to me. It takes control of me.
Is there help for independent contractors in the stimulus bill? Duh. Yeah, when fucking business gets back to order, you're an independent contractor. Stupid. Oh, now fucking CNN is showing Twitter, people twittering them on the bottom graphic. Wow. How Twitter never, did Twitter ever go public? It should have went public a long time ago. But pretty soon Twitter's gonna make you sign in with a retinal scan or a fingerprint. I don't give a shit as long as they let me keep my moniker. You know, a lot of people that say shit. Sorry, the music's loud. A lot of people that have the best to say, they just want to hide out and say it. You know, if you're forced to be yourself on the wild, wild west of the web, come on. And plus, there's always going to be trolls. That's what makes me laugh about Lookner's chat rooms. He's like, oh, I'm a zero tolerance, all the trolls out. You know, a few people that I like got kicked out of there. I try to be in the center of all things and still make people laugh, but you know, these trolls, all they'll do is just create another account, another fake picture, and they'll be up in no time saying the same exact thing. So it's kind of like you got to make your comments stand out. Everybody says, "Oh, you're a troll, Gutter Gawker," because I have the name Gutter Gawker. I've had this name since 2009 or whatever. Give me a break.
He was a Boston Terrier, but I think now he's a Boston Tabby.
Maybe I started out to troll, but it didn't end up that way, and it worked out. China. Manny's show is so cool.
By the way, don't send me any messages that I should be seeing pandemic. It's not a pandemic. Here at UFO Buster Radio, we like to lead and call things the way the fuck they are. So it's a pandemic. See what I mean? Let me have my flow. It's a pandemic. Damn it. And this article is from the Express
Pandemic.
UK.
I agree.
One of our favorite places to look at UFO stuff. Alien life shock. Smoking gun study suggests mercury.
I hope somebody's chatting in the chat room.
Ingredients.
I haven't
for
looked
life.
at it one time.
This is the article where I kind of sit back. Let me just get into this whole thing here real quick. And I'm not really
I saw Chuck Bam at
there's
first.
a lot of information in this article. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not going to do all of it because there's a lot, but the link is in the description. You can check it out. There's a lot of science
Chuck
talk
Bam
here
says he's sleeping a lot.
regarding what their recent finding is. Because for the longest time,
Blue Chicken said
we
the
thought
same thing.
Pluto was a
He's
planet.
sleeping a lot.
And for the longest time, we thought Mercury was the hottest place in the solar system. Nothing lived there and nothing could live there
I have
ever.
chronic pain myself.
But all of a sudden,
Marijuana
it's,
seems
that's
to
not the
make me
case,
get
right?
through the day.
Pluto's not a fucking planet anymore. And apparently, Mercury,
Takes away the thought of
there was
pain.
life there at one time. Or at least there was the ingredients, things needed to sustain life. Now, the researchers apparently got this data from some images that the NASA, get this, the Mercury Surface Space Environment Geochemistry and Ranging spacecraft delivered
For
to them.
those who get coronavirus but don't
So they came
get
across
sick,
all these
will
things. I
tests
actually
show
had to
you
look this up
recovered
because
from it?
I was like, fuck.
Great question.
Turning this into a science lesson.
They don't have the test for
There
that
is
yet.
a lot of cracks in the terrain. So if you look at a lot of pictures from
You don't want that
the
test. Because the minute you
spacecrafts
get the
that they've been
test,
able to
oh,
land,
you
not just
survived
NASA, but other
coronavirus.
countries as well.
You're going to be the
The
first
terrain
person
is really
back in the salt
crazy. It's
mines.
chaotic. It's cracked. It looks horrific. It looks like a lot of shit went down. A lot of folks
Sorry, I'm looking at the
early on thought,
CNN.
oh, this is there's earthquakes. Seismic activity is fucking up Mercury, but that's probably because it's a horrible place. It's too damn hot. It turns out that maybe that wasn't the case. That these
I have no
cracks and
idea
things
if
like that, and
I have
craters
internet or
and
chat.
all these
I'm
things
sorry.
really came from a lot of the impacts that Mercury had. And actually, if you look at the picture that's for the logo for this particular episode, that is a picture of Mercury. And you can see one of the impacts there on the lower part of the planet.
This is a cool show.
But all in all, that's
Not
a pretty
CNN.
looking planet.
Manny-
That is some
Manny
nice
show.
colors of Mercury for sure. What they found from the data from what the acronyms spell out to be MESSENGER, that was the craft that had all the data from Mercury, was basically that
My hands are bleeding
that
from washing
terrain
them so much.
actually helped to form
Good
what
Lord.
they call volatiles. And I was like, what the fuck are volatiles? What are you talking about, volatiles? Volatiles usually are not good things. Well, here's a little bit of a science lesson for you. Please bear with me. Thanks, Bugs. Because I do have to share this. In planetary science, volatiles are a group of chemical elements and chemical compounds.
Wow. This guy's
with,
really washing his
low
hands on
boiling
CNN.
points.
Like he's going to perform some brain
Yeah, it's
surgery.
like they don't need like 1,000 degrees,
Good grief.
1,000 Fahrenheit just to boil. And these things are usually associated with planets or moons and their crust or
Holy
atmospheres.
moly. They're
Now, here's an
snowflaking the hell
example
out
of
of us.
volatiles. And this is going to be very familiar for most of you who follow news from Mars. Example of volatiles are nitrogen, water, carbon dioxide, ammonia, hydrogen, methane, and sulfur dioxide.
I'm not looking at chat
Oh,
tonight.
geez.
I don't want to look at chat.
Aren't these some of the things that they're finding on Mars?
I hope there's somebody on there. You guys are all
So
cool.
it turns out that a lot of times when these are in large volume, as we see on planet Earth, as they're starting to
I don't want to look
on
at chat.
Mars
I'm
and
sorry.
some of those moons that seem to have a lot of water, liquid water, maybe some oceans on them. But they noticed that this particular messenger brought back evidence that at one point, our little hot little Mercury might have this almost in abundance to the point where there could have been life there at a particular time. Now, I know that growing up, we kind of learned that the solar system is slowly moving closer to the sun. At the same time, the sun itself is expanding. There's a bunch of stuff. In other words, in a few billion years, there's going to be no solar system, basically. Or at least Mercury is going to just be swallowed up by the sun. Either way, the idea was that a lot of the planets were a bit further out than what they are today. Maybe several kabillion years ago, whatever the fuck it is. But I would think that as much evidence as we see now from science and folks that are studying the chemical compounds and elements that are being found on not just our solar system, but the rubber diggers who look billions of years into the past can still recognize that those same chemicals were around basically hundreds of billions of years ago in another part of the universe. That we are not here by accident, that we are not the only species, sentient species or animals or whatever the fuck you want to call us, on a planet that's habitable. If we could actually really have a good understanding of time. I think time is what's confusing everyone. Because it's hard to tell someone that maybe a few billion years ago there was something living on Mercury, because we just don't see that far. You especially can't tell them now with the pandemic going on. But the article goes into all of that. It talks about the volatiles that they found and the fact that it looks like there might have been an initial development of this volatile.
I'm not going to chat on this
1.8
live
billion
stream.
years ago. Yeah, because in science,
Not
1.8
gonna do
billion
it.
years, that's a hop skip away.
You guys
That
go
was somebody's
off.
birthday.
I want to see some great chat
Just
tomorrow.
just go ahead and
If
ask
I ever
anyone
watch
with
it again.
a pocket protector. They'll tell
I
you.
probably won't.
But a fantastic story either way. There is a lot more to it. There's a lot more to the science. If you guys are the geeky types who want to look at this, but just keep in mind, I don't think anyone should ever be surprised that we find things like volatiles or evidence of life on a dwarf planet or anywhere that normally we have seen in the past, and we were told as children growing up, elementary school, grade school, and secondary school, that these places were dead. Because the more we study, the more we find out that's not the case. There's more to them, things that we just don't recognize. Probably because we're always stuck in the same mode. We, for a long time, just did not think outside the box, and we're having to do it now because space exploration is it's on our heels. So we need to grow up before we go out.
That was a main song. I'm gonna do the centipede on the floor for like 5 minutes. Hang on. I'll be right back. I got a little washroom. Oh my god, it's so loud. They should have called this a social media
There's
virus.
a fascinating study going out on in the UK.
I'm not looking at chat.
There
I'm
was
not
a data
chatting
that was
tonight.
published today about the
I
pandemic.
don't give a shit.
Pandemic, of course, dealing with
You guys
COVID-19.
go off. I hope there's a bunch of
theory
people
going
going
on
off in
that
chat.
Possibly millions
Everybody
upon
banned from every
millions
chat
of
room in the
people
world.
have been infected by
Please
the
join.
pandemic. And so basically what's going on is they're all asymptomatic. They don't show any symptoms. They're not getting fevers. They're not having labored breathing. But they are essentially somewhat immune to it. So they're not impacted. So what they're saying is because people
The
who
Invisible
are
Man
asymptomatic are
is now
not
a
being
movie
tested,
coming out.
there is a situation where we are kind of rubber dicking ourselves, right, by not testing everyone, because there are people who are asymptomatic who are spreading this shit around. And then potentially there are millions and millions upon millions of citizens in the UK who are really spreading it. And that's why the shelter in BS is
I gotta press pause
critical
for one
to this,
second.
because
Hopefully I can
there
press
could
pause.
be carrier monkeys by the millions, and no
Hold
one
on.
knows who the fuck they are.
Hold on.
So,
I gotta
it's
press
really fucked up.
pause.
It's a really fucked up situation with the pandemic,
Oh,
for sure.
hold on. You know what? Not being rude, Manny, but humans have lived since whenever they were created and survived how many pandemics? You know, it's a part of the process to gain all these immunities. You know, without Spartanism and Darwinism and immunities, we're gonna go nowhere. You know, this soccer mom mentality sucks. I'm not looking at chat. I don't give a shit.
I'll be honest, I can't believe I'm still here. I'm still on, because I really thought we were going to end up getting disconnected on this episode. And a real miracle is that Bugs has not farted out once. He's literally right
Bugs is
behind
cool.
me. Like, if I roll my chair back, I'll leave some tread marks on him. But not once has he farted, because he did fart earlier when I was getting ready. It was horrific. Like, I was ready to jump into a vat of COVID-19 after that. I couldn't do it. It was so bad.
Ford
And, you know,
versus
it's something,
Ferrari was a cool movie.
lets out
I
a
like
really
that
good
one.
fart.
You guys
When
get
it
bored,
goes
you need
into
something
your
to watch.
nostrils, it's like
Ford
so
versus
thick.
Ferrari was
You
awesome.
just can't escape that one bit. This story is out of the BBC.com. Rendlesham Forest. Yeah, I just had to take a pause. I don't know.
Rendlesham Forest, that's
The
awesome.
title from this BBC article is Rendlesham Forest UFO sighting becomes legend like King Arthur.
King Arthur was a fake.
I don't know. I feel like they're both fake news.
It's a
I'm
fairy
sorry,
tale.
guys in the UK. What the hell is going on?
Rendlesham Forest was real.
The pandemic is global. So should UFO rankings. Let's rank all the UFOs, stories, incidents.
O'Hare
wherever the
UFO
fuck they
number
are.
1.
Let's rank them from 1 to 1,000,000. I don't think Rendlesham really is going to be that high at the end of the day.
It won't.
I don't think it is.
Phoenix
Sadly,
Lights.
I don't. I just Rendlesham Forest
Kurt
does
Russell.
absolutely nothing for me. But let's talk about what this article has here. There is a film that's going to be coming out shortly.
I think Kurt Russell's
The film
5'3".
codenamed Rendlesham basically looked at the reports from U.S. airmen and who claimed to have seen a UFO in Rendlesham Forest, Suffolk, December 1980. Suffolk. I don't know. I kind of had like a mid-accent in there. Now, of course, there's a lot of conspiracy theories regarding what really happened. Was it the lighthouse? Were they all high? Was this some kind of Russian spacecraft that came down
Rendlesham.
and then took off again? Like, that was back in 1980. Did they really have that capability in Russia? I don't know. I can't say anything more because Putin doesn't like people talking about him.
The live chat
Academic
on Manny's
David
speaker is
Clark
cool.
said researchers
Thank you,
were
Green
at
Man.
an impasse, and the longer it goes on, the more it becomes a legend. And what he's talking about is it's getting hard for them to prove or disprove what happened at Rendlesham. December 26, 1980, several U.S. Air Force security personnel stationed at Woodbridge reported that they investigated lights in a surrounding forest. In 1983, a memo by Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Colonel Charles Holt, which those of you who watch
Holt.
UFO shows, you know that look.
Weird.
For real.
That was
You know
awesome.
what he looks like. You know who he is. The memo was released by the U.S. government describing an encounter with an apparent UFO.
I believe Holt.
There he is. He's
A lot of
snorting
people
already in
hate
the
that
background.
story, but I love it.
So it made headlines everywhere, right? The UK went into like this whole madness thing with Rendlesham. Everybody loves Rendlesham in the UK. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's great. Rendlesham
It's a cool
pretty
story.
much got theoried up. All kinds of theories. All kind of books, documentaries,
But he
websites.
had a tape recorder. That was the difference.
People thinking it was real visitation. People
Weird.
thinking that they were there regarding nuclear warheads. The aliens were there to shut them bitches down. Secret military aircraft. Natural lights coming through the forest from the nearby lighthouse. Well, plain and simple, these guys just got together and tried to pull a hoax because they were bored as fuck.
I'm not looking at chat. I trust you guys.
Not really sure. There's an academic researcher by the name of David Clark of Sheffield Hallam
Nobody cares.
University,
Or
and he
do
said this
they?
in the film itself. Now, it may have been a lighthouse. It may have been some natural phenomena. That is beside the point.
Somebody hit
We
me
have
up on
reached an
Discord if
impasse.
PBR joins.
There are those who can only see in the black and white terms aliens or people from the future came here. Or it's the skeptical version that people are lying and they have been misled by ordinary things. The more it is elaborated on, the more it becomes a legend.
It's a great show, man.
Not sure I agree with that. I could probably listen. There's been so many cases that have come out and happened since 1980. And a lot of them really gave you more bang for your buck. More witnesses, more people, whole cities and towns. I can understand locally for the UK, this might be it. This might be the one that they're going to hold on to until
You guys
they
let
get
me
their
know if
own
you see a
TikTok.
ghost knock shit off the shelf.
But I'm sure if we dig really deep, and we
Group-
turn away from
group
the whole
science.
military presence
What we're
regarding
doing here.
Rendlesham, and the fact that there was a while there where the stories were just not jiving in between the folks that were involved in this, then I think we can say that holding this as a legend is not such a good idea. I don't think Rendlesham was all that. Sadly enough,
Manny
if we
doesn't
take
like
the,
Rendlesham.
the Phoenix incident over in Phoenix, Arizona, I think that is a much more legendary type of incident.
Oh,
than
you
I
went
would
for the
ever,
U.S. You went
look
for the
at Rendlesham as.
USA.
Maybe it's a whole US UK.
Rendlesham
I don't know.
versus England.
I don't know what it is.
Or,
I don't understand.
versus U.S.
Green Man here says it was at Roswell. It is the UK's version
Green
of
Man.
Roswell. But even then, it happened in 1980. Roswell was back in the 40s. Come on, give me a break. There's nothing legendary about it. That's all I'm saying.
Great talk.
I just can't. I just can't do it. Some of these UFO cases from back in the day, people, they hold them to heart because they've researched them. They've come to know the folks that are involved in it. So it kind of holds a place in their hearts, I guess. It's like the classic UFO stories. You know what it is. You actually went on, you researched it. You probably went and visited Rendlesham at one point, or had a family member that was stationed at the base. So it becomes something personal for you. So I can see where folks in the UK really gravitate to Rendlesham.
I've never met a person from
But
Rendlesham
no fucks are
ever
given.
in my life.
It's just not my deal. Anybody in the chat box live, do you think that Rendlesham really was that big of a deal? I just don't see it. I don't think that Rendlesham was it. The article is in here. That, of course, they talk a lot more about Rendlesham itself and the incident and the folks that were involved. But what people are saying, a lot of folks, is that number one, some of the witnesses have changed their stories.
They did?
There are new tidbits that come out all the time,
They
just
have
like
a
Roswell,
tape recording.
because it helps getting the convention going year by year. And
They had the
a lot of people are saying
binary
that
downloads.
what's happening with Rendlesham is the creation of a modern myth. And myths like Bigfoot and Hope dies, that shit just doesn't die. It just keeps on going and going. Like Roswell too, to be honest. I'm not a fan of either, to be honest. Rendlesham or Roswell. These are old UFO incidents that they take up too much time, as far as I'm concerned. We need to move to
O'Hare UFO,
things we see
number
now.
1.
Gravitate towards those. Let's make those legends by researching the fuck out of them before we hit the 30 fucking year mark. That's just my personal opinion. I'll go back to the folks in the chat box in a bit after this track, and we'll find out what they think. Is Rendlesham a legendary UFO incident? Or is it just a wannabe?
It's B-roll.
Deep down in my soul, there's a place no one knows.
One-on-one with Bill Gates on the coronavirus. Oh, give me a break, man.
Shut my eyes, love is blind.
CNN must be really profiting from this shit. Gross.
I fell out of my mind. Got too close, can't deny. Where have you been all my life? It's a sin, love is blind. What you do,
All right, so the votes are in the live chat. So let's go one by one. Green Man. Green Man says the Green Phoenix was bigger. Of course, he also said that this is a big one for the UK as far as Rendlesham. I know I'm going to catch a lot of shit from folks after the podcast is recorded and distributed. I know I am. People go talk shit because that's what they do. But he did say, Green Man did say there are other more recent events of mass sightings over London. And again, this is their Roswell. Guter says it was okay. Yeah, it was all right. O'Hare Airport UFO, much cooler than Rendlesham. Yeah, I can see that. Guter said he interviewed the first two guys to report the UFO over O'Hare. And also, Phoenix was big. It was huge. Wasn't it? It was kind of huge.
China.
Not China. Phoenix. Dave showed up. Hey, welcome on the show, Dave. Dave says, I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I got in here late. I don't know. But he'll chime in later, I'm sure. But so there you go. Yeah, I'm going to catch a lot of shit. I just know it regarding the talking crap about Rendlesham. Now, Green Man, I think it was Green Man that said that it does rank up there. I believe it does. I believe it does because there was this whole situation regarding the military, and they always build it up. You know, it's weird because it always
I'm not
starts out,
looking
the
at
Rendlesham
chat tonight.
story
I don't give a
always starts
shit.
out with other reports of UFOs going
I hope
to
someone's
missile bases,
chatting.
nuclear missile bases, and trying to deactivate the missiles. And then they go,
Enjoy
dead
it while you
Rendlesham.
can.
You know, it's like, come on, stop it. We're blowing this out of proportion. It's not that big. The Cold War is over.
Someone hit me up on Discord.
Kinda.
If
Not
like
entirely, but
someone
kinda.
cool like
Might be,
PBR or
You know,
Peter
going
King
back into
Dog
business
Training
stuff. But
joins in.
I would say, listen, would it be in my top 10? No. Maybe 20 or 30. Buck is going to town again. But no, I wouldn't put Rendlesham
I
as a
want to talk
legend. But like I said, I'm in
UFOs
the
and
U.S.
aliens with
and
Peter
the
King
UK.
Dog Training.
This is your baby. If
It'll
you
be
want
the
to put it
greatest
at number one,
conversation of all
hop to
time.
it. I love it. No fucks are given there either. So don't give me no hate mail. I'm not the one voting. I'm not a citizen of the UK, so I'm not voting for this. As a matter of fact, voted no confidence for anyone who thought this up. That's all I'm saying. That is, those are the stories for today. That is it. We actually made it. Bugs was making a lot of noise in the background, but that's the episode. Thursday Night Freakout should be on, hopefully. Thankfully. The pandemic will be around for sure. Now, wait a minute, before I get off. Gooter, thanks, Bugs, bless you. He's got the pandemic, I'm sure.
Gutter.
Gooter said something fascinating in here. Was the pandemic preparing us for aliens? Good question. It's always about aliens. What if?
It is.
You know, the funny
It
thing is, I'm
is.
just put this out there because
I gotta pause you, Manny. It is all about aliens. They're everywhere. It's bizarre to me that other people cannot see them. Am I a hybrid? Am I a demon? What the fuck is going on? Because I was a piece of shit throughout my life, I can see you. Almost said aliens. Alien, UFOs. Hate it. I like the
because
show.
that's the kind of show we run here. When they were talking about the city that
China.
That this came from, right? Yeah, I was thinking, wow, what if they? Because you know we have the whole bioweapon thing. People are talking about maybe they had some kind of bioweapon that got loose and just fucked everyone over. What if they discovered something? What if they discovered? I mean, if you want to put it to aliens, what if it was a crashed, a buried ship?
Oh my god, you
They
should see the
dug up,
comments
they
on
opened it, and there goes the
CNN.
pandemic. all
What if
over
my
the place.
dog gets it?
I mean, it could happen, right? Happened to the American Indians, Native Indians. Happened to them. Some ship comes up ashore.
You guys should
And it brings all the fucking
hashtag
illness. They're all
CNN
pandemics.
and say
You
gutter
just never
gutter.
know. You just
Whoever does
never
that shit,
know.
you are the
All right, I'm
coolest person
checking
of
out.
all time.
Before I say too much and get dehateration, but it is pandemic. Use pandemic. Hashtag pandemic. Make it. Love it.
I think
Live it.
Bill Gates is on right now. I could be wrong. Manny, that's a great show. You're a classy person. Please don't flush the socks or old t-shirts. Clogging up everything. I'm gonna play Richie Buffon with another show. It's awesome. Yeah, find it. I hope I can find it. They shadow ban him a lot. Or I can't see. Oh, here it is. I think Rich was not feeling well tonight. Wait, I gotta fast forward like 5 minutes. I don't know how. Hang on. I'm not looking at chat tonight. I don't give a shit. Oh, this phone is so touchy.
It's real. But we don't really know. We'll never know. I saw a beautiful tweet today on Twitter. I'll play. Oh, we're gonna do Twitter today too.
I love this show.
We did Facebook the other night. Tonight we're gonna look into Twitter and what people are talking about in ufology about C19.
He was
I've
getting
gotten
hit
quite a
with
bit.
waves
Yes,
of
UFO Jesus will be a part of that. I know you're itching to hear
Web-
what UFO Jesus
web downtime.
has got in store. Yeah, I don't mind it. So let's get this
So
show
am I.
on the road. A year ago,
We're all in the same boat.
and I'm only doing this because it's Thursday. It's a slow intro to the night. People are just realizing we're on. You know, you can't trust Tuesdays and Thursdays with me because you never know. So I'm going to play a video, and this is not Chuck Bam's top 10. Remember?
Chuck Bam.
Okay. It's not. Also, I do want to say, I'm getting in trouble by people. I have to say the super chat's activated. Goof on lives. Like and subscribe. Please, when you come in for the first time, you kind of want to just support. You know what to do. I have to let you know I am not a psychic. People think I'm psychic. I'm a real strong empath. I'm not a psychic. Or I would have
Empath
predicted
and
the
psychic are
coronavirus
different.
probably a year earlier than its announcement. You want to support Goof on Radio Stream? Go to patreon.com/Goof on Radio. And
Goof
if you
on.
just want to become a member of the Goof on Network, go to goofon.net. It's free. Get your own page there at the under the umbrella of Goof on Radio Network. If you like to donate without joining anything, go to goofon.org. All over the floor, you will donate. And as I said, we're not going to be watching Chuck Bam's top 5 or top 10 best paranormal bits. So this is from the Impossible channel, which he has
You
given
guys
me
are
carte
awesome.
blanche to play
I
his
really
videos
like
as
you
long as I
guys.
put
You guys
a
are all super cool.
description in the description. A link
I'm
in the
not looking
description.
at
Here we
chat.
go.
Sorry.
A year ago this was.
I'm not.
Let's see what changed from a year ago.
I have not looked one time tonight.
I love this guy's channel. Look at this. Where else would you see this?
Oh, my ears.
Wait a second. That was China. China can't catch a break.
China.
They get the worst hurricanes. They got Fukushima over the border. China typhoon. A little tiny rice people going down the, I meant to say rice patties. It came out people, but people patties, whatever. That's funny. All right, I'll let it play.
It's awesome.
Now they're going back the other way. Oh, these are cool. Later. Sorry, but that outhouse gave a new meaning to the term. Don't tell me you're pissing on my leg and tell me it's raining. Sorry, that was stupid. I tried. All right, I'll be quiet. Very bad of me. Stupid. Watch it. Oh. So a year ago, nothing has changed, has it? And there's no nos. No Jaime.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is James for with the Impossible Channel. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Smokeless fire, folks. That's what a gin is.
A
And if you
gin?
don't know what a gin is, that's a long
A
story.
gin?
Right now we're not here to talk about that exactly. We are going to be talking about a lot of things, folks. But why did I mention a gin? Well, because we are holding, I just heard about Apple's new release, new iPhones, all that
Look at that thing.
wonderful equipment.
Look at how old it is a year ago. I mean, who would ever want that?
You know what? A lot of people believe that this technology was given to us by other beings and whatever. This really sounds crazy, but don't go away. Not now.
Okay. That's the whole
This
year.
is crazy, guys. You know what's happening? Like for Hurricane Florence, right now we just had Hurricane Florence, and there's something weird about life. And I'm not talking about iPhones right now. The names iPhones, iPhone XS or XS Max. It seems like I'm saying stuff that I just don't want to be saying. It doesn't sound good. The names are horrible. I kind of agree with most of the comments out there, but again, I'm not here to talk about
All
that.
right, let's get to
We're talking about smokeless fire, right?
No, God!
Control. And that is the thing you cannot avoid in school. Now, after school, of course, you got cars, right? Now you're going to understand why I'm talking about smoke.
After school, you got cars. Okay, I'm with you.
This fire. We're talking about cars, technology that was brought to us since the 1700s, I believe, was developed slowly to what it is today. Now, like most of the things in country, I call them the Illuminati, maybe, right? But they probably got their hands on cars.
Some people can't shake the feeling that their phones may be picking up their conversations, even when they're not making a call.
Search for online, you may think a company is listening in, and that is possible, experts say. But companies know so much about you already, they probably don't need to eavesdrop.
Then you got televisions, plasma. But these plasma screens are literally smokeless fire. That's what a gin is.
Oh, I mean, is this real? Could this really happen? Oh, hold on. I don't have the chat room here. Has anybody ever seen this video before? I don't think that can really happen. Hey, Will. Good. Okay. Very good. I wanted to ask you about this. He says, Willie B says, I hate when people say magicians use demons. It's a lot of hard work and practice, not demons. Thank you, man. Because that's what I always said. Magic is just magic. Just because you can't figure it out doesn't mean it's demonic. Capiche? I don't know what this is in the microwave. Oh, good. It could be a 3D printer solution in there. They made the phone, maybe? We don't know what that is, right? It could be a bar of soap. Very good.
You got televisions,
You don't know.
plasma.
But it ain't a phone, I'm telling you that.
literally smoke the fire. That's what a gin is. And let me just play a small clip here of a phone on a, I don't know if this is a real video, folks, if this is CGI source. This is just unbelievable. There's a person, an old phone, cellular phone. Just put it inside the microwave and see what happens, right? It's exactly what I'm talking about, folks. Smokeless fire.
That's exactly what egg and flour does in the microwave. I don't know what soap does, but it could be anything. Oh, this is interesting. I think I've seen
So
this.
who knows? If
Oh, no, never mind.
iPhones, the technology that they're using inside our phones, televisions, whatever you want.
All right, so nothing's changed. All right, we don't need to watch these. Of course, nothing's changed in the last year. I just wanted to see what things were like on this channel. He's actually gotten a lot better.
That's exactly when I stop and I think, oh my gosh, smokeless fire.
We should be very careful about artificial intelligence. If I would guess at what our biggest existential threat is, AI is probably that. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning a demon. You know those stories where
What did he
there's
say?
a guy with the pentagram.
Damn it, I talked.
What our biggest existential threat is probably that. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning a demon.
What?
You know those stories
We
where
are summoning a demon. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's what I was talking about last night. Not demons, but what if AI is an actual, at one time, a live person or being or entity that integrated itself with AI technology? What do they call that when they give you 1 million of these little organisms and they all go together? What is that? What is it called when they all act in the same manner? Yeah, I don't know. He just said it's like, he didn't say it's like summoning a demon. You're summoning a demon. But I know what he means. You're opening up a box of unknown. AIs, I don't talk about it that much, but it is just, with 10, 15 years, I can't even talk. I shouldn't talk. I should never talk.
it's probably that. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, sure, he can control the demon.
God, that's crazy.
It's great.
They think that there will be no Hell 9000 going up to Mars.
Hell 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, put Hell 9000 to shame. Yeah. Sounds like a puppy dog.
In the future, we might actually be going into a sort of trap with this artificial intelligence thing. And if this planet is one of a kind,
Why, Elon? Why do we need to build a city on Mars with 1 million people on it in your lifetime? Which I think is kind of what you said you'd love to do.
Yeah, I think it's important to have a future that is inspiring and appealing. I just think that there have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live.
there's a movie that shows he's finding this huge iPhone in the middle of nowhere. And they're like hitting and jumping. This is a classical movie. I mean, like, this is really what is happening right now. They gave us these black things to hold, black rocks. We're amazed. Forget about holding your phone. What the heck? I spend, if you go and check your history, for example, you have a Fortnite. You can do that. Go and check how many hours you spend on it per day. Now, if you do,
Let's talk about this for a second, because you are on your phone a lot. You are. I am. You are. If I'm not watching YouTube, I'm watching YouTube television, which is my cable provider now. It's not cable, but I broke the cord, went with YouTube TV, and I love it. Once you get to learn its intricacies, it is a blast. And if you guys get a free week, try it out. I recommend it. I wound up getting a free month in 2018 around Christmas. And I said, whoa, once my contract's done, I'm pulling the cord, and I did. YouTube TV is awesome. Think about the cell phone. You know, do you remember when they first came out with the screen and you could go on the internet, how it never worked? Whether you had the flip phone and you had to use the numbers to type in your texts, remember that? You got to press number three times for ABC. What? Hated that. And then they came out with the BlackBerry. Everybody had to get a BlackBerry. Then the BlackBerry came out with the pen. You can write on the screen. You mean what? You can touch the screen. Amazing. Then out of nowhere, I believe it was 2005, I'm not sure, 2006, the iPhone came out, blew us all away. I didn't get one immediately. I wound up starting with the iPhone 3, and I went all the way up to the 6 Plus. And after 5 years, 6 years, how many years did I have my phones? From 2000 and I got it in 2008, all the way up until 3 years ago. So 10 years, 9 years, I basically had an iPhone-related phone. Yeah. And I switched over to Android and got a Samsung phone and was blown away by how much, in my opinion, better it is. You get a lot more freedom. But think about the phone when it first came out. You could make calls all day long. Texting was cool. It worked, right? The internet was okay. Wasn't that bad, using 3G. That's when I started. You connect to the Wi-Fi at home.
2G.
I worked at home a lot back then. And it was cool. Then the App Store was my place to hang out. I just kept getting all these games and all this other stuff. And they were really good. And the phone revolutionized everything. Then they came out with the iPad. Remember, what's this? A computer, but not a computer. Huh? Well, it can do this, it can do that, but it can't do your Windows and it can't be Mac. It's just Apple's product, man. Check it out. It's cool. All right. It's pretty cool, right? Then what? Then they kept getting, the phones kept getting a little bit bigger. Everything started to get clearer, faster. And now we're up to 5G, the iPhone 10 or 11, whatever it is you want to call it. You have the notes, you can write on them. It's real easy. You can automate it, stuff. You can use your phone. I don't know if it's your regular phone or what. I don't do it, but you can change the way you look. Just press a button and you look like a cat. Open your mouth and you turn into an evil cat. It's amazing that your phone can get your fingerprint, read your face, your eyes. That's how we get into the phone, with our thumbs or our faces or still passwords. You can even trace your password on there. You can talk to it. But where do we go from here? That's what I want to know. We went in from 2005, 15 years since the iPhone came out. Close to it, I know. But that's a long time. I think it's taking them to get to this point. It just seems like it's taking too long. But then you also have to remember they probably have the technology 5 years in advance, and they're just giving us little by little so they can sell their upgrades and make money. I get it. Corporate America sucks, but that's what makes the world go round. Anyway, let's go back 2 years on. Let's go back another year. Let's go to this channel. Let me see. Where is it? What did I do with it? Oh, it's right here. Nope, right there. So we're going to go back a year on third phase of moon. Let's go back a little. We're going to go back further. This is only a year ago. I think
Welcome back, everybody. Right here at third phase
Boy,
of moon.
I really suck. It's not a year ago. This is a recent video they just put out. All right, let's take a look. We're here. I like third phase, so I'm going to play it. This isn't, all right, let's watch.
The videos keep rolling in. People are still keeping their eyes on the skies and Google Earth. We've got some.
Oh, I wanted to ask everybody. do I sound louder than I normally do? And do the videos sound different? I found that my settings were wrong. And when I listened to the intro, it sounded tinny. The vocals came out, the voices and things like that, but music sounded really bad. So can you tell a difference in the microphone even? Do I sound different, louder? I don't know. I just want to know. Thank you, Zen Master Me. I'm just curious if anybody noticed the difference. Nobody. There is more bass felt. I think that's my voice. You need more bass. All right, we'll let BC here tell you. Blake Cousins. Here you go.
Coordinates that we're going to be sharing with you, along with some videos that get to be explained. Get to it right now.
More bass.
People are
That's hilarious.
speculating what we're looking at is some kind of hidden base alongside a submarine frozen within the glacier itself. Looking at the images, and I want to get your opinion. What do you think is being captured here? We're going to get a little closer in detail as we're looking at these anomalies. Now, it doesn't look, this is some kind of back formation. You can see geometric shapes within whatever these images contain, such as a gut tour.
Gutter? Did you say gutter? Come on, third phase. It's not cool.
And when you look years before and years after, it's covered by a blanket of ice. To see that it exists at a certain maps, but not before or not after, but in between. Could the possible climate, as it's melting, reveal more mysteries that we're looking at right now?
I was interacting with the chat room. I am not buying this at
a certain time on Google Maps, before or not after, in between.
It's weird. It just looks like the Earth when it gets close. Where is it? It looks like rocks to it just looks like the ice got sheared off here. That's my opinion. This is kind of interesting, so your opinion on this one. Thanks, PBR. There's a helicopter, but I don't. That's weird. It looks like it actually took off into the distance, didn't it? Or I don't know what's out there if it's foggy. It looks like they're going away. Of course it gets blurry, and you know what that tells? I hate to be the jerk off, probably fake. It's just what the hoaxers do. I'm not saying saying video's good enough to post on the internet and raise the questions, but one could say, well, it wasn't unless he on auto, there was no reason to try to focus any better. So that's just higher work. And to go out of focus here, watch. It's perfect. Then it doesn't. This guy's in still on autofocus. I would like to know these things. Come on, we're jumping all over now. Doesn't look like flares. But I don't know what's behind the mountains. I don't know. Maybe over the mountains and it's really huge. I don't know. But it looks like they're moving left to right. So I was lining it up with the thing there and it was to the left. So they are moving in unison. It does not appear to be flares. Capiche? Isn't that funny? It's always west, it's always left to right. I find that interesting. It's true. Look at this thing. Now it's turning. Okay, I think I know what this is. This is an airplane. What it has, it's
Oh,
advertisements on it. It's so obviously an airplane
sorry.
because it acts like an airplane. It's not doing anything an airplane couldn't.
Refrigerator is going
I don't
off
think
like a
this is
maniac.
UFOs. I think some of advertising. I'm done with
Russian Tory friend Maxim from
this in Russia. No, Russia.
Facebook, and I got Brett Cousins here, and I want to get his opinion of what we're looking at this right now. Closer look, Brett. I'll say there's, but then there's a part in the video he says move.
Girl, I don't know who made the said, and this helicopter is checking out what these lights are. No, I know. How do you know? Did you hear a radio report? Come on, guys. This is just going from left to right. This doesn't stop. It doesn't hover. You don't see it circle back around or hang around. This thing's just going. That's all it does. Helicopter just happened.
This is something that we need to pay close attention to. All right, so here we go. We're going to run with the video a little bit.
See, these lights aren't moving independently of one another, but it is interesting. Could be a bunch of drones. Yeah, not buying it. It's something man-made, that's for damn sure. All right, what's next?
Well, it doesn't stop. We even have more videos rolling.
This is all new from today, I believe. Right? Where is it? Yesterday, sorry. I like this. Looks like a hat. Anybody want to hedge a bet on what it is? No. All right. Turn down the quality. What's going on? Is it choppy? Okay, hold on. It's gonna look like crap. I hate that I have to do that when hats attack. Oh my god, you know, this is funny. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Right when I pause it. Get your freaking hand out of there, idiot. Watch this. Oh, I wish I could find it right now where Jeff Woolwine, one of the biggest dorks of ufology, videotapes everything in the sky, and if it passes, you know, if I can't tell, they can't tell test, then he will post it. And he recorded a, what do you call it, a turtle balloon, where you could even see a couple of the strings were still on it, had 4 legs, and he called it a humanoid. No, he called it the tadpole. My God, you could see the string. I mean, this reminds me of it. I wish I could probably find it if you give me a minute, but not now. Oh, they paused it.
No, I paused it. I don't know if I'll get shadow banned. Who knows? I don't give a shit.
Okay, you ready? Everybody on 3. 1, 2,
Oh,
3. Fake!
oh boy.
Fake! Come on, man. Oh, it's a year ago. They were still trying. My opinion. But it's too good to be true, isn't it, Fake?
Ultra HD footage just coming into us, and
Oh, it's not a year ago. Shame on me. All over the board.
with something quite strange.
Okay, I can't. Guys, you're going to have to help me.
I want to see if you notice it. Here, take a look at the raw footage.
You're not going to figure. You're not going to see what they see. There's no way you can.
All right, still did it. Okay, look to your right.
Here, I'm going to put the link in the
Slow
chat
things
room
down.
in case anybody wants to figure this one out.
One more time.
At the 7-minute mark, I'm
We're
going
gonna
to
zoom
put it
in.
in there.
I still want to see if you guys see what I'm talking about. You gotta have a good eye for this stuff.
I put that in the chat room because go to 7 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever. I just want to see if you can see what they see because I see the UFO. It's going to come and pass through here, right? By the way, there's another one that they don't mention up here somewhere, which leads me to believe that this is ice crystals, but nonetheless, or debris, or paint. They say, or Blake says, that it stops here. He goes, boom. And then he says, there. He goes, it stops. Well, you'll see it. I don't see what they see. I see it continually moving from right to left from this little thing here. But I don't see where it came there.
All right, there it goes. Whatever it is, flying in space, captured in ultra 4K footage. And look, super close up, boom, stops, and definitely darts off.
Okay. Where did it stop from? Because it doesn't come from over here. It comes from here. And it's coming this way. And then he says, boom, it stops. It never stopped. It never stopped.
And look, super close up, boom, stops, and definitely
What are you
darts
talking
off.
about? I don't
It seems that it actually made contact with ISS.
He's saying it touched the ISS. I don't see it. I need help. I need help.
There.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, did he just rewind it?
It's just kind of hovering there.
Hold on.
It seems that it actually made contact with ISS. Reversing. There.
Oh, he did reverse it.
It's just kind of hovering there. And then as soon as it touches the ISS, boom, something seems to have deflected it.
I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Hey, thank you, DB Cooper. Sorry, I messed it up already. First chance. What do you mean? Dude, $5 on the super chat is the most amazing thing. Thank you so much, man. You just did. You just did. Oh, yeah, you got a Jimmy John's. Cool. Support your local Jimmy John's. Yeah, guys, order some delivery from Jimmy John's. They're subs, right? Yeah, I think they're subs. I haven't been to a Jimmy John's in around Christmas. I think I ate there with my folks. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Awesome, man. DB Cooper, the original DB Cooper. All right, let's go back a little. Here we go.
This boom, something seems to have deflected it. Is this some kind of defense that the ISS has against UFOs? Wow. All right. You saw it there, and I want to go over this a little bit with you guys, the world. We broke it down. I'm sure you're going to see this everywhere on the internet, but we, right here at Third Phase Moon, was the first to.
Hey, what do you say to Area 503? I'm hanging good, hanging well, hanging where it always hung. Hey ho, how's it going with you? Keeping your family safe and warm? Good, great, good to have you here. My voice isn't working well tonight, but that's not why there's more bass. I think it's because it just is. I things that I know that I sense it that Chuck Bam is lurking, and Chuck, we appreciate you hanging out. Thank you very much. You don't have to say anything. Hey, FAP with the six. He says, D Cooper, SOB. Thank you. I got the memo. Don't forget, you got the memo. You know what time you have to donate, because that's what I'm being accused of by Insecure Team 10. Says that I tell everybody to give me the money. So it looks like I'm making money, and then I give it back. DB Cooper, again with the $7 outdoes FAP on a $6. This is like, hey, we got Goof on Radio Super Chat. We got D Cooper with the $5. Do we have a 6? We got a 6. We got an FAP with a Super Chat at $6. And even calls out D. Cooper, you so cheap SOB. D. Cooper comes back with a $7 super chat. Holy shit. No words. No words. He just posts it. Outdoes FAP. This is amazing. This has never happened before in Goof on Super Chat history. Oh. Oh, I feel it. I'm going to write it down. And when it happens, I'm going to show you I was right. Hold on, I'm going to write it. I'm psychic, guys. I'm psychic. I'm psychic. Okay, I wrote it down. And what time? 7:36, my time. And it's the 26th, 3:26. Okay, I'm psychic. I'm predicting the chat room. And I'm going to blow all of your minds. It's not going to happen now, but when it does, forget about it. Yeah, because I sent the guy to email to do it at a certain time. That's what we all do here. Thank you guys for the super chats. You guys are fun. Good times. Thank you very much. He tapped out. Yeah, he did. It's been over 30 seconds. Because it takes about, 20 seconds to do a super chat. You figure count of 10 on top of the 20. All right, guys, I don't know. I need to know because I won't be able to sleep. How is Blake seeing something sticking? No, I don't think you were here, PBR. I had an allergy attack earlier, and it sneezed about 30 times hard, and I haven't spoken that much because I'm home by myself, and I really don't talk to myself that much unless I'm practicing voices. And I'm still talking. Let's get back to this. Let me know where this thing comes from. I know it comes from left to right, but Blake, it's stopping, touching the space station, then taking off.
Super close up. Boom, stops, and definitely darts off.
Where's it stopping?
4K footage. And look,
Watch.
super close up. Boom, stops, and
Why?
super close up. Boom, stops, and
It doesn't
super
though.
close up. Boom, stops, and definitely
It doesn't though.
super close up. Boom, stops, and in ultra 4K footage. And look, super close up. Boom, stops, and definitely dark.
Does anybody know what that means? Oh, you heard me. I have COVID throat. No, I'm fine. Trust me. But tomorrow's show, by the way, we're doing 5 hours, 2 hours here, and then we're going over to the Spaced Out Roundtable show, minus PBR. I had no choice. I had to throw it in there. I'm sorry. I just did it. And I don't need a test. I'm fine. Look, I don't want to get tested. If I got it and go and I died, so be it. That was the life that I was given. COVID-19. Now tell me where the hell this comes from. Nobody's going to help me out, right? You can't tell me where this UFO... Well, screw it. All right, coming up in a little bit, we're going to go a little further back in time with the story that I've got that I never told, supposedly. I don't even know if I can tell it. I don't even know if it's legal. I'm joking. Let's go back a year here. Let's see what Third Phase was doing. Third phase, up, boom, boom. All right, check this out. Let's do a little bit of this real quick while we're on talking about it. This money you're supposed to get, right? Coronavirus checks, direct deposited are coming. Here's everything you need to know. I'm going to put this in the chat room for you so you guys have it. I'm just showing you this so you have the link in case. I know everybody's got it, but I was told that I'm a public talking head and I have a responsibility we've reached 120,000. That was weird. That's how many subscribers we got right now. We just broke the 120,000 mark. You know what I mean when I say I'm looking right at it. This is what I mean, not what I said. If you made less than $75,000 in 2019, you will be eligible for the full payment of $1,200. Couples who filed jointly made less than $150 will get $2,400. An individual filed as head of the household and earned $112. That's me. $1,200 or less. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. And for every child, you get $500. So you can't have a kid now. Pretty amazing. If you made more than $75,000, your payment will be reduced by $5 for every $100 of income that exceeds the limit. So if you made $80,000 in 2019, you receive. That's bullshit. Yeah, I understand, but everybody. I'm not even going to say because I don't know what everybody else does, but I can only tell you what I do. You live up to your means. Me and my wife did very well when we were together. Combined, it was over 200,000. But we lived right at the mean. If she lost her job or I lost mine, we would have been in trouble. More or less, it would have taken a month, but it's true. We didn't save any money. We lived a life. That's okay. We thought it was going to last forever. Anyway, that's that. All right, and I also want to talk about this. So, very interesting. We were talking about this the other day. Skinwalker Ranch. You want to go back a few years? What was it when the Skinwalker Ranch got popular in 2005? Well, this is the real estate guy who bought Skinwalker Ranch. Brandon Fugel bought the infamous Utah Ranch from aerospace billionaire Robert Dicko. Amazing. Yeah, pretty much D. Cooper said it right. When you break it down, this will cost us all about $8,000 in the long run. Government. Oh yeah, they get the money back. Oh, no doubt. Of course. You got to give it back. Are you kidding? The next 2 years, they're going to be good. It's not great. Person who owned the Skinwalker Ranch, a supposedly home UFO hotspot in Utah, has decided to come out of the shadows. Do you know next month or next week, first TV show about this is coming out? I didn't know. 22 stories up in a striking glass building in downtown Salt Lake City, he sat down with Brandon Fugel, real estate mogul and tech investor. Overlooking the city skyline, 46-year-old business leader pointed out Utah's most famous landmarks, Temple Square, the global headquarters of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormons, and only 2 blocks north of it, Utah's state capitol building. Surrounding these thrones of church and state, 2 ideals that are not totally separate, were half a dozen commercial buildings and skyscrapers that Fugel has represented. So he's a pretty rich guy. You can ask me anything, the guy says, and I'll tell you the truth. He said, turning away from the window, sat down at a long table. I immediately asked him the question I had been waiting to ask since I boarded my flight to Utah. Why the hell did you buy Skinwalker Ranch? Are you crazy? He burst out laughing, maybe a little. The ranch is a 512-acre property in Utah. Anyway. He kept his identity now. And no, Fugel invited the ranch, which he has overhauled sensors and cameras designed to detect UFOs or other anomalies. At the time, he would only allow me to come if I promised him anonymous in that initial story. However, he since agreed that he's got to come forward. Why does someone like you buy something like Skinwalker Ranch? I asked. You're right. It's strange. Skinwalker Ranch as a product is so unconventional and so outside of my normal course of business and really, frankly, anyone's normal course of business that it presents a whole new problem set, he said. I've lost some sleep over it. I worry about what some of my colleagues will think. It's controversial. That is why I waited so long to stay out of the spotlight. Fugel says that he knew he could not keep his ownership of the ranch secret forever. Recently, the ranch was the subject of a broad defense intelligence agency known as OSAP. 22 million, Bigelow, paranormal, yeah. Fugel is a science fiction geek. He has a large movie memorabilia collection, complete with the shot-up jacket Arnold Schwarzenegger wore and the black robe Orlando wore in the movie when he sentenced General Zod to an Krypton's interdimensional prison system. He's always been nerdy, thought about future possibility. Fugel's journey to Skinwalker Ranch began in 2010. I see colors. Green chicken! Or 20 to get it right. If you didn't file, you won't get anything. Old people security will rush out and file 2019 for the firm and clog it up. That's true. Some 250 people are going to clog the system up. Right. That $5 super chat, I think Green Chicken is. So thank you, Lisa Marie Presley. Welcome back. How you doing? All right, good to hear. All right, where are we? Did we do that? Yeah, $5 super chat. Anyway, thank you for that, man. That was awesome. Trying to get my voice back here. He says it was a challenge time, admittingly. We were governed by this childlike wonder. We were filled with excitement and gut-wrenching frustration at every turn. This is amazing what he says here in a minute. This is crazy. He continued to invest in and launch other technology companies. Says it's Bond Mission Impossible technology, I guess, that he works with. Though Fugel's pursuit of breakthroughs in advanced physics was not a success, there was a silver lining. Several scientists who were brought in to consult on the project, namely Al Puthoff and Dr. Christopher Green, who just donated, were also involved in Bigelow's DIA project. They became friends even after the project was shut down in 2014. Fugel stayed in touch with these scientists. They wanted to introduce me to Mr. Bigelow because of the positive experience we had working together. If I'd be willing to potentially entertain Bigelow regarding the ranch. Okay, so this guy bought the ranch. He's gonna do the research. Check it out. Look at his room. Bigelow left all this there, but it was an absolute honor to meet Bigelow. Say what you want about his beliefs and practices. It's very intriguing film. Reminded me of James Bond villain Lair. It's pretty cool. The sale was a Fugel win on his helicopter and assessed the property, purchased Skinwalker Ranch following months of legal negotiations. The important scientific mission assigned provides an escape for me from my daily work. He believes, that he was the ideal successor. That me? With a back commercial development and a passion for science. He also lives and works in Utah. The successor to the previous owner, Bigelow, to continue. Right? So the interviewer asks, do you think you will make history? Well, we're all judged by it and they easily don't know. But I do believe this project has significant scientific value. Do you believe in aliens? Science and discovery are what drive me. It's not money. It's not that I'm obsessed with those or little green men or cattle mutilations or shape-shifting demonic entities, crop circles, etc. I have no idea if aliens exist. You'd have to ask them. That's a dumb answer. Right? A 46-year-old guy worth all this money gives that kind of answer. Good. And the aliens. Do you exist? Ask the alien. Off. I don't like this. I don't. Yes, sir. I think he's an ass. He's not doing anything good to us. Where do you think it's going to go? It's going to go right into Bigelow's pocketbook, into his purse. We're never going to see it again. So this guy could own the property for another 20 years when you and I are dead and old or can't remember or care anymore. God, I hate Skinwalker Ranch. By the way, Jeff Willis and I are to the perimeter of Star Ranch Saturday. And we're going to do some research in the perimeter, in and around, well, not in the perimeter of Stardust. Supposed to be the sister prop of Skinwalker. We can't go into the Stardust Ranch, but the perimeter is filled with anomalous activity, probably a lot more than what's in that ranch. So we're going to go do an investigation. Cameras, lights, and action, not in that order. Very excited. Here in this interview, this is interesting to me, what he says here. I'm going to like the guy by the end of the article. Right now, I'm mad at him. People have stated that you are trying to develop a paranormal retreat or tourist destination. He says that's ridiculous, not even true. Nothing in ranch for rangers to visit like Adventures Crew. And the upcoming TV show, financial stake in it for you? Oh yeah, it's History TV. Is there a financial stake in it for you? I personally take a pen related to my involvement with the show. The show is primarily a vehicle to an public regarding the reality of what we're entering and recording is the greatest scientific of our time. I will hear the rant hidden from the public. Show presents opportunity to allow the public some access and view of what is truly occurring there. But negate, be irresponsible. How about the local indigenous groups? Have you been in the process? Have they been involved in the process? He says, oh yeah. We're working with the Native Americans during the property, as well as reaching out to all tribal leaders in collaboration focused on science. There may be historical and cultural facts related to the property that we will need to carefully consider and study in the future. One of our full-time caretakers is a credentialed and published anthropologist, which I think underscores the fact that we are committed to the history of the property, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for the land and the tribes that surround it. What do you think it is? He asks. Have you had any strange experiences on the ranch itself? I have no idea. Perhaps it's an intelligence from another reality or dimension. Perhaps it is some unknown natural phenomenon. I'm open to many possibilities. My personal beliefs here don't really matter. What does the data say? That's all that matters. No, he's wrong. He's so wrong. I'm not like a guy. How can you say your personal beliefs do matter? It's what drives you to your beliefs. Right? It keeps driving you in what you see and what you think you're seeing and what you think you believe in. That's why after all of this data, he should give it to an outsource and have them look at it without knowing what they're looking at. You see what I'm saying? Have a person who doesn't give a shnikey about paranormal. Have them look at this, listen to this, analyze this data. You don't tell him where it came from. He may think it's paranormal, but he doesn't know. Let this outsider investigate it. Look at the data. Let's see what he says. I don't want some biased opinion of what he thinks it is. And he's trying that. I get it. He says that's all that matters. It's the data. Wrong. Well, anyway, currently we have evidence for anomalous injuries, footage of anomalous aerial phenomena, transient EMF, and a whole array of other bizarre things. God, that's crazy. Well, Jason Miller. Oh, Jason. 100. You haven't seen any of it. But I thought I mailed it, dude. It'll be there. You gave me the right address. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. What time? Yeah, 7:55. Perfect timing. I'll give you a thumbs up and you didn't even see it. Thank you for sticking to That was good. Yeah, that was really good. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, I like what the guy just said. I don't. What am I? You guys are crazy with these super chats. Let me make sure we keep that up there a little more. Like that. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. I don't even know what it's a thing. Time's over. You'll get it back. It's in the mail on the way. Well, I didn't know you were going to do this. Get the 80 back you sent. Thank you. And everybody else, even Tommy L, who donated $500. He's gotten it by now, I know. Yeah, Pat. Super chat. Did Bigelow give you any data or evidence from his investigations? Do you intend to release this evidence you collect? First of all, Bigelow is public. He says he hasn't seen it. And it's an information on a peer-reviewed picture. Yeah, you know, in order for something to be really understood from a perspective, it has to be characterized physically. Have repeatable results. It can't be anecdotal. It can't be random. There have laws that, and right now, what we're doing is trying to gain a better understanding, or a physical laws challenged right now. This is correct stuff. They're seeing can walk, and yeah, Tuesday night will be from there. Probably 1 a.m. Eastern is when it'll. So, you know, keep your eyes open. Oops. 1, 2, because we're going on Twitter. I'm sorry, guys. Wait a second. Where'd that come from? Oh, check it out, guys. Guys, here it is. My prediction. Oh my God. I was wrong, but I was right. Lisa, no. Lisa, with an 11. No, I don't. Throat's not sore, but look what I found. I wrote Pat is gonna have the or an 11 super chat. It's you. Thank you very much, Lisa Marie Presley. You didn't have to do that.
Lisa Marie Presley. Oh
Have
my
to.
God.
I appreciate it. Also, Patreon member. Great. Oh, wait, I didn't see what. I did see. Read the rest. Donation towards Ricola lozenges for G. All right. If I wake up tomorrow and I still have this blemish on my vocal cords, I promise. Thank you. Lisa is Pat. No. And please. Lisa can't be Pat. Maybe that's the prediction I made. That's funny. The 11-11 pop, and Pat's not here to taking the night off. Okay. Just to be here at all, really. But they seriously time, which I think might be interesting. I don't know if parent would not tell it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll come up with another one. There's some things about the story that, normally I wouldn't talk about here. Tonight's show is just extra. I really do Tuesdays go whenever because of the events. And then why not? We got to talk about. Just keep going until I can't go anymore. All right, here we go. Let me pull this up. As you know, I think we're just social media platform. So let me pull up. I have them all in front of me. See that. I may switch over to the other screen. No. All right, here we go. First one. This one from our good old boy, UFO Jesus. He tweets, and this is a two-parter. He says, virus, not allowed. I don't want to say it too loud. Oh, right. We were 91 is very depressing, he says, but I hope the world will come at it with a more passionate spirit. And I do think Bryson could contribute to the disclosure. That's unexpected. Can we report to withhold verification of human extraordinary technology from those that would be brought by this revelation, such as scientists, engineers, academics, and journalists? So we need the technological innovation renaissance from disclosure, and we need it right now. So if you really uses what he's really saying, is that I think that C91 in worldwide incident, others viable world, unified world, because we need it. We're dying. Didn't I just see where year is it 300,000 a year, or is it 30,000? It's a lot. I think it's 300,000 die of the flu every year. Am I wrong? I think I'm going to come up on. And we've only seen how many thousands? How many thousands have died with E91? 60,000? Well, we're probably going to surpass it. It's 300,000 the flu every year. Die from the regular flu, right? And we're at 80,000. Tomorrow we're going to wake up, it'll be at 90. We're going to pass it. I don't know.
Oh, thanks,
I
Rich.
think, and I'm betting somebody.
Now my live stream's done.
A bet.
You said the C
I
word.
think coronavirus is. I think it's peaked. He's got 3, because it takes what, 12 to 15 days to incubate, and there's not a lot of thing on. Literally under 10,000 tests, people got tested. Or is it 10,000? Matter. It's not the tests. I don't know. I think we closed the borders just in time, but we just surpassed China. Right. But it's not going to make millions. We say we go down there and clean virus. Let's introduce ourselves. They're going to to a disease-ridden planet. And there was, what are they going to do? Come down with masks on? Come down in body bags or something? Please. Please. The aliens are going to come down. They're going to make everything okay. He's a big dreamer, that post-disclosure world guy. The aliens are going to save us all. All hail UFO Jesus. All hail UFO Jesus. All hail UFO Jesus. All hail UFO Jesus. All hail. All hail. Next on here it is. The WHO estimates 290,000 people a year are killed by the flu. Just so you know, that's the number of the dead that C91 would have to surpass to get some nutty right-wingers to say it's a problem. Literally, if there's 190,000 dead people, would be like, oh well, not the It's true. That comes from FOIABOI on Twitter. Somebody says, OKINOK on Twitter says, we're going to pass 290,000 deaths globally within week. The real number is probably several times higher than the age number because many. Oh, yeah. It'll get there, Michael Matthew Morin says. It'll get there. No one has been reporting on developing in third world countries. Good English. All right, ready? Next. I'm shaking my leg. Stop shaking your leg. Get a drink. Next. This comes from To the Stars That Crap on Me. What? To the Stars That Crapped on Me? What? I said To the Stars Academy. Hello. He, Tom DeLonge, didn't care where the evidence would lead. Only that what he discovered would be the truth. We want some basic concepts such as how we intended to approach this thorny issue and presented an essay to his contacts, which became the prologue to Secret Machines, Gods. And that was posted by To the Stars Academy 8 hours ago. It has no traction. It just goes to you. Nobody gives a crap about To the Stars Academy anymore. And that makes for a post by UFO coming up here. So what I'm doing is I'm hovering around the UFO Twitter gang of To the Academy promoters that said, disclosure, it's coming. Not now. Not now. And now, it's weird backpedaling. I see people saying, well, I never meant it that way. But you said disclosure was going to happen in a couple of years. It's now going on 4 years. Not well, we're not a UFO group, first. I mean, we don't investigate UFOs. Remember that? All right, this comes from Matt Hurley. He says, my favorite quote of the year, I told the guy, thank you for saying this. I've been saying it for 16 years. I applaud you, sir, by not going with the popular and easily traveled road. I don't know if that made sense. Speak your mind here anytime you want. Jesus, finally a smart person. Because he says, Matt Hurley, the UFO curse of all curses. No matter how long you will never know any more about UFOs than you know today. You will never know any more about what UFOs really are, where they come from. You'll never know any more about what the U.S. government really knows about UFOs. You will never know any more about what the government really knows about UFOs that you will ever know. You'll never know. And then he says, know this, as you lie on your own deathbed, you will be as mystified about UFOs as you are today. Today. And you will remember this curse. Philip Klass said that? Philip Klass said that? I thought Matt Hurley said it. Philip Klass? I hate that guy, but I love that quote. That's so true. Hey, wait. Clayton M. Davis on Twitter replied, oh, that's not true anymore. Disclosure is imminent. Dun, dun, dun. I love these guys. God, if you say anything back, like if I was to say it's impossible, been doing this for 16 years, never heard it. I hear this all the time, every year. It's always disclosure next year, 5 years. And I've been here, nothing, never happens. And we're not any closer to the Stars Academy. can put out 20 more FLIR videos, blurry filtered videos, and make you think you're seeing something that's not really a UFO. Screw this. Ufology blows. It sucks. The whole paranormal world's up in an uproar now. You know why? Does anybody want to take a guess why? Can't make as much money. TV show's not going to be going into production. You planned it out. You have a new show you want to put up. Nope. Put it on YouTube. That's your only chance. Next, this comes from Danny Silva, a very well-known To the Stars Academy promoter. To the Stars, I can't even speak. He says, it's just a tweet. Doesn't always have to be about UFOs, aliens, whatever. China has 4 times as many people in the US or something like that, but we now have more cases than. It's not good. All Americans aren't wearing masks like in China, and some Americans still won't stay home. They're also talking about the country opening back up in a few weeks. Now, something. I'm going to show you how I live, and I'm going to show you something amazing. It's going to blow your socks off. No, really, it will. No, because it did mine. So make sure that you don't have snow. Leave on. Thought your feet will fly off. All right, here we go. Put a shoe on. Let me get this over to the other screen. All right. I'm just gonna point out Arizona. Why? I'm not really me. Just me personally, and people in this state. And this may be why other people aren't. Really, it's just New York, Florida, Chicago, Los Angeles, or California. They're so small. All right, let me pull this up. Let me see if I got this the right way. All right, let me shrink this. Do that. Don't even do that. All right, let's get this down here. Come on, Rich. What screen am I on? All right, let me get back up so I can see what's going on. I don't know if I missed anything. Super chat. Oh, got it. Whoa. Wow. Sorry, I didn't have this up. I was reading. Okay, DB Cooper with an $11.11 super chat. Thank you very much. What are you doing? That's like $20, $30. Okay. And he says, in all seriousness, love your channel, Rich. Always for a in my day. Thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, DB Cooper. I don't know. You know, some shows are. I know it'll be perfect. It's a regular Thursday night, still rocking and rolling. Super chat, DB Cooper with an $11.11. Thank you much for that. Again, that's his fun tonight. You guys are nuts. And other people as well tonight. I missed anything else. All right. So here's Arizona. Not too worried. 209. Number of cases in Arizona, 508. Now, that went up from 6 to 8 since 3 hours. So 2 people passed. The people. 56 positive, 33 are pending. Look at this of number 5. 400 people have only been tested in Arizona, according to this. That's a million. God, that's like 0.1%. That's nuts. I think, oh God, they have lost that bet now that I'm about it. Thinking that 3,000. I think that in the next couple of days, things are going to start to level off. I might be wrong. There's got to be more than 500 cases in a million. This will be a. I don't know whether to be. Oh, I was happy for show. I didn't. I don't know. They tell us increasing with some areas of heightened risk. Arizona community-wide debt. Here's another one I have. Let's pull this. This goes here. Talk about it, guys. I didn't talk about it really, though, right? Just thought this was big of what's going on. You can see the red states. These Republicans, Democrats are Florida, New York. And look how heavy got hit. What is this, Utah? Is this Utah? Is that how you say it? Denver? I thought Denver was here. Yeah, this is Denver. That's California. That's Washington. I don't know. What's up there? Canada, eh? What's this? View more. All right. I don't want to have to go through what you need to do. Let's see what they say. No. Should we do a survey? All right, let's do a survey. People, please keep this window open. Questions after you finish your visit. Sir, up here in this window. You can minimize for now. Oh boy, what did I get myself into? Please, keep the ads available for Naden. Please rate the options of navigating height. Oh. Please rate the layout helps you find what, I don't know. The consistency, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with anything. You know, or waiting that, because it's the end of the period that takes for when we noticed the numbers and it started entering in. First. We were one of the first states to get a case, I remember, and then first case, Washington, right? Wasn't it here? Oh, I clicked. The belt is no longer offering in-person customers. All right. And what do we want to know? Let's get out. We're done playing now. Let's get back to so another thing that is interesting about this right now is that the people, number of cases are being taken care of right now when it comes to paranormal call. Let's look, they're both sides downtown and you can't get down. We're going at that point, because some people think that this may have to do with alien. Always blame it on the aliens, guys. Keep us in our homes. We can't look up at. Well, I've been out every night until about 8. Then I go back out at 3:30 and looking up at the sky and nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was just a little today, but yes, this morning. So to see, but yesterday was sky. I got some really cool the stars with my camera. All right, what else? All right, oh Jesus, back to Twitter. He states, he says, the Messiah, whether you know he's from systems, manifest, but may ultimately erect presences whispering to humanity, there is more than meets the eye. We will one day get at that. Oh my God, yeah, from UFO Max TV replied and said, that's unbelievable. Right. But the UFO represents ET from Star System. I can't. I just can't. Here's another one for who. While I think the modern day quote disclosure begun with the TSA, I also think could have been delayed for had Tom told to we're talking about and their disclosure. Is this guy during this? How the guy's not all should have assigned? I think my disclosure process. So modern day. Thinks the modern day disclosure have begun out TTSA. So he thinks he sped up the process where we are now with the disclosure. Well, first of all, Johnny Rocket, whatever the frick your name is, UFO Jesus, their disclosure, Yahoo, know as much as we did last year, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 15 years ago. Am I wrong to say that? I'm going to punch the throat off of me. Am I wrong to say that? Because I don't feel like. Rarely. Mike Conway. Also interesting to speculate what would have been TTSA message had occurred. The original advisors still on board, not mention Hillary winning the election. No, good. Another name, Shahruz Giuliani's. Hey, there are reasons for just about happens out there. You should figure out what happened that caused this little tiny bit of information being shared with the public, Tom DeLonge. Right. He's just saying that nothing. What are you giving a thing? Guys, we haven't gotten anything in years. We've got nothing from To the Stars Academy. Let's end it. Shut it down while we can. Hey. Don't you think after 3 going on 4 years, we need to shut that stuff down? Don't you think it's time? I think it's time. All right, right straight from NASA's mouth. Listen to this. This is kind of cool, though, I have to admit. Let me open this up. NASA is sending nearly 11 million people to Mars. Well, sort of, it says. Perseverance rover is set to launch to Mars between July and August this year, taking along with it the names of 11 million people across the world who took part in the space agency's Send Your Name to Mars campaign. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think it's this. Isn't that it? That deserves one of those, right? Yeah. I haven't done that in years. It actually hurt. Gives a shit. Wow, names. Brilliant. Thank you. $250 minimum to get those names on there. Is that how we paid for it with those donations from 11 million people? Did they have to pay to put their names on the freaking thing? You're going to throw it into space. And it's going to be found on Mars, right? By an alien. An alien on Mars is going to look at what landed there. And he's going to figure out that these are people. These are names of individuals, he thinks. He's seen this writing before, couldn't figure it out. Now he's getting it. And this alien's going to look down and he's going to see Rich Giordano. And they're going to go, yeah, it's better than Giordano. They're going to come over here. Actually, it's going to be like the Terminator. They're going to go to Richie from Boston. They're going to start with all Richies from the East Coast, move it over. It'll take them a while to get to the West Coast, the Western United States. So I have time. I see on the news that there's an alien killing Richards and Dicks. We're not taking any chances. We're going to go after the Dicks too. They're coming for me. They're not going to stop until I'm dead. Why? I don't know. Because my name was on. Because we littered, and they can only figure out what my name was. So they think I littered on Mars. This trash. We're just going to throw shit on Mars and leave it there. What a great people we are. We can't even send it back and not dirty up the planet. They don't realize that you can't get every germ off that freaking rover of anything we send over there. It's like panspermia. I've been saying that all week. Can't believe it popped up again. That's what we're doing. Do you really think they cleaned it 100% of all microbial life that was on Earth before they put it on a rocket and send it over to Mars? There's no way. That thing's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. And we leave it there. Just like on the moon. Gives a shit. Remember in the old days when littering, if you didn't throw something out the window, your father would get mad at you. But throw it out the window. Okay? And you're like, oh, that was cool. So that's why we throw things out the window at 60. Because it's cool. Now, I was one of the smart kids that thought it was wrong. Plus, when I grew up, we had the crying Indian. And he looked at the trash being thrown out the window on a freeway. Then he turns to the camera. Wasn't an Indian anyway. He was an American actor, believe it or not. He's got the headdress on and everything. And he starts crying, the tear. Remember, what a great commercial. That commercial was very influential. So was Smokey the Bear. Yes, I said the bear. What did he say? Be safe around forest fires. That was like the old Indian who told all the stories when we were growing up, right? Every Western, every TV show. Here's John O'Reilly, good old American boy, grown up in Iowa. Farmer just like his father before him, second generation USA, came over from the old boat, across the old river, came from Italy. Now he's got his wife Marie, he's got several kids that mill around the house. Everybody's got chores. There's no such thing as TV in the 1800s. Everybody talked like that. And then the voices changed. Remember when the voices changed in the 50s and 60s? Well, we've got a rocket that's been going to be blasted off of NASA, and NASA's got that unit, and everybody sounded the same. Tell us what you see. Well, we don't know what we got here, Joe, but we came to see that then Apollo 18 is going to be taking off. Everybody had that weird tinniness to their voice. Sounded like it was almost a little faster than it should be. I love that stuff. I love watching old TV. Now they colorize World War II, they colorize Vietnam, all that stuff. Now they put the very first films ever made to 4K. You can watch it on the tubes. YouTube for your kids coming in here to the old internet. Welcome to Goof On Radio Stream. Glad to have you guys along. Just telling a little, I'm going to go back in time before we run out of time. So we're going to go back a little bit. I was going to tell you a story about a paranormal event. I think I may have told it. I don't want to repeat. I didn't do so. Let me pull this up. So don't forget, this Saturday, Jeff and I are doing a live stream from Stardust Ranch, the perimeter. It's the sister
You'll be locked
property
down.
of Skinwalker. It's like Skinwalker Ranch.
Don't go out.
We're not going in the ranch. We're going to be in the perimeter where there is ample paranormal activity all around that desert. Be about a 40 from me from here. I got to pick. He's right on the way, and we're going to the desert. It's going to be awesome. And tomorrow night is the Space Neo round table. I will be attending the round table. We are going to change a little bit over there. Very excited to see how it comes out. Got to keep it fresh, guys. Got to freshen it up. What am I doing? What was I going to get for? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Okay, I got to get this for you. I forgot. It's, I'm going off script right now. I changed things up a little bit. Pardon me for that. Coming up is the Magic 8 Ball. We do it usually on Fridays, but I need to do it tonight. I'm being prompted by the 8 Ball. No, not the 8 Ball from the 80s. The Magic 8 Ball. This one. It's real. That's a real Magic 8 Ball, by the way. I'm like talking original. Why it looks the way. I tried cleaning it up. Very old. It's very powerful. All right, here we go. Let me pull this up for you. Go right here. Why am I having problems here? Why am I not?